Meet Taylor. Taylor's 11 years old, and every week she goes to gym. And every day she comes home, her foster mum tells us that she can't wait to be an aspiring Paralympian one day. This wasn't always the case. 6 months ago, she was anxious, she was nervous, and because of her multiple physical and intellectual disabilities, Taylor's foster mum couldn't get into any suitable sports program. Even after our help, we found an all-abilities gym group for her. She still had a lot of anxieties and feared going this foam-pit gym. 6 months on, it's a different story. We're told she's thriving, she's growing in confidence, and her coaches say they can't keep her out of the foam pit. So here we have FosterCare Sports. Taylor's no longer an anxious foster care kid. Taylor's an aspiring Paralympian. FosterCare Sports started with a number, this number here. About 2 years ago, I first read there were 45,000 kids in foster care in Australia. As I kept reading, the numbers only got worse. I even learned that some kids have to live in motels because there aren't enough foster parents. As a parent myself, I was shocked. And I thought, couldn't fathom the fear, the anxiety these kids must go through all the time in and out of communities. But about 2 months after that, I was on my way to pick my own son up from soccer practice. I looked out on the pitch and here he was, smiling, laughing with his teammates. I had the light bulb moment. I thought if sports being good for my son gave him confidence, access to friendships, well, hang on, what if a foster care kid, when they come into a new community, we attempt to rapidly connect them to a local sport club, give them access to friendships, sense of community. But I soon learned there's a lot of barriers for these kids accessing sport. Financial barriers, seasonality barriers, technology barriers, and probably the biggest one is just lack of advocacy. With foster care kids in and out of community, in and out of motel rooms, there often isn't anyone in their corner thinking about getting them into local sport. So I picked up the phone and I rang some sport clubs that I already knew and asked them a simple question. If I came to you with a foster care kid, would you help me overcome these barriers? Would you waive the fees? Would you open up the registration if the season's already started? Would you find a donated pair of footy boots? And the answer was yes every time. Gave me the confidence to launch FosterCare Sports. So we've launched a simple model. It's actually a deliberately simple model where we're just trying to unlock the goodwill that exists in thousands of sports clubs across Australia to help these kids. The model's simple. We network with foster care agencies, government departments, and we'll get a referral. When a referral comes to us, a child, we find a suitable club, overcome those barriers, and get a fully funded place for that kid to join the team and start playing sport. That's not all. When we place a kid, they become part of our team, and we're always going to look out for them. So if they're forced to move a community, we will find them a new club in that community. If we know when they're coming to the end of the soccer season, so we'll proactively call them and get them into a summer sport. And that's a simple model that we help Taylor with.
Our impact is strong and our impact is now. In the last 12 months, our first 12 months, we've connected 150 children with local community soccer and other sport clubs. These kids each have very unique issues and challenging issues that we have to solve. But we're working with already about 80 sports clubs. We're working with children from 18 months to 18 years old across 6 different states in Australia. And we have 40 active referral partners at the moment through our connections with DCJ, New South Wales Health, providers, schools, support agencies. And these numbers are growing every day. In fact, I was telling some people outside just a few minutes ago that we've had 20 new referrals in the last 30 hours. These referrals are coming because we had a meeting with New South Wales Health earlier this week, and they've agreed to include us on their care management plans. So when a foster child comes into care, they sort out they need to have OT, counselling, speech therapy, all sorts of things. And they're now, as part of that, going to be put in contact with FosterCare Sports. The numbers are great and we're really proud of them. But I want to tell you a little bit about some of the stories behind those numbers. So you've already been introduced to Taylor, the aspiring Paralympian, but we also have Nick, who after just one term of swimming has now been promoted from being a jellyfish to a sea star. And we've got Kyle, who made new friends at his winter football club, and those same friends invited him to join them at the Penrith Panthers Foundation clinics over the summer. And we have TJ and his brother Jake, who, despite having moved twice last year, were reconnected with community because we found them a new team both times. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'll just tell a little brain thing. Forgive me. I can't believe I've done this. You practice it so many times. The segue was, we have 150 more stories like those. So, tonight, when you make your contribution, when you make your donation, it's not just about the giving, it's about creating more stories, joining our team to create more stories for children like these. Every contribution will help to grow our impact, it'll grow our team. Just $100 will help us connect a child to a local team tomorrow. 10 kids can be connected for $1,000, and for $25,000, we can put a community engagement officer like these ones here on the ground to help support 250 children to find their first team. And with your support, a foster care child will take a step onto the field tomorrow knowing that not only do they have their own team, but they have a whole entire team behind them cheering them on. Thank you very much.